folks. Thanks for tuning in here on Bluegrass Sports Nation tonight. Live from the Pharisee Woods Coliseum in Jackson, Kentucky, where the Breathitt Bobcats play host to the Betsy Layne Bobcats, two clubs familiar with each other, as in just a few days ago. David, Kyle Abner, good to have you with me, buddy. It's going to be a great night for basketball. Two of the top teams in each of their regions meet here again tonight. The last meeting, Breathitt went over to Betsy Layne and came out a three-point victor. What do you think about tonight's contest here in the Coliseum?
Oh, it's going to be an exciting matchup. You know, last home game for the Bobcats this gym this season. Tournament time just around the corner. You know, last game is a tale of two halves. The first half really belonged to Betsy Layne. Shot the ball extremely well. Come out the second half, and the Breathitt County Bobcats come out, played well, finished the game, end up pulling out a three-point victory. So, you know, quite adjustments Betsy Layne going to make. You know, they want to kind of get back, get revenge for that. And Breathitt, you know, defending their home court for the last time. You know, you want to pull a W out for that.
Well, the Battle of the Bobcats, Coach Mike Howard's Betsy Layne Cats coming in here at 15-13. I was really impressed with his coaching style. I don't know if he ever sat down during the game. Very intense coach, getting the most out of each player that was on the court that night. Actually had a couple guys come off the bench that did really well for him. That I was impressed with. One young man came in and shot the three really well. And I think he had 9 points off the bench there in the first half. Exceptional ball game over there. Got to watch that in person. Know a couple of these players on this Betsy Layne team, and just interesting to see, like you said, what adjustments they'll make and what they'll try to shut down on the Breathitt County side of things. And I also see how Breathitt County plays, like you said, here in their last home game here in the Coliseum. It'd be interesting to watch Coach Honeycutt's troops. They've had a couple days off for rest, and let's see how that bodes for them. I will apologize, folks. I'm not in a cave and not trying to sound like a frog tonight. I have been a little bit under the weather, but back on the up and up, and good to be here to watch the Bobcats play tonight. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Got less than a minute here before tip-off, and we'll take a break. Be right back here on Bluegrass Sports Nation for starting lineups.
Daniel Boone once said, "Heaven must be a Kentucky kind of place." We think he must have been talking about Wolfe County. When some places button up for the winter, Wolfe County, Kentucky is putting out the welcome mat. Our miles of hiking trails greet you whether you're wearing running shoes or hiking boots. If you'd rather go vertical, our climbing options challenge visitors from all over the world, even ice climbing when the conditions are right. Without the lush canopy of summer, you can see for miles across our beautiful Appalachian hills to our natural arches, rivers, and lakes. Legend has it there's treasure buried in Wolfe County. We can't swear there's buried treasure, but we can promise when you visit Wolfe County, you'll discover our true treasures are the people who call this part of Kentucky home. Warmer, more welcoming folks you won't find anywhere else. You may arrive as our guest, but you'll leave as part of our family. There will always be a place for you at our table and tasty homemade food on your plate. Wolfe County has many gorgeous cabins, country inns, and Airbnbs waiting for you to rent. After a full day of adventure, you can sit by a relaxing fire or take a dip in a hot tub. Take a little bit of our unbridled spirit home with you. Our artisans have been featured at museums around the country, but they get their inspiration for their craft from right here at home. Come and see for yourself why Wolfe County, Kentucky is a little bit of home and a lot of adventure.
Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cool drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure to check out our Little Caesars pizzas. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
PDQ Sales and Services, formerly known as Jackson Wholesale Company, is a locally owned and operated convenience store and grocery store supplier with a full line of products. They have ice cream, groceries, meat, dairy, candy, and more. They even have janitorial supplies including tactical strike disinfectant. Tactical Strike has been approved by the EPA to kill the virus that causes COVID-19. Give PDQ a call today at 606-666-2495.
Jackson Physical Therapy is your locally owned and operated physical therapy clinic, serving Jackson and the surrounding areas. Owned by Colby Watts, Jackson Physical Therapy has a talented and experienced staff ready to meet all your physical therapy needs. Jackson Physical Therapy is a proud supporter of our local youth and sports teams. Call JPT at 666-9293 to schedule your appointment today and let us improve your quality of life.
Appalachian Wireless is spreading the love the entire month. And let me tell you how they're going to do it. Right now, we're offering up to $500 off select devices. Now that's on the Appalachian Advantage or nationwide mix and match plans. Plus, new lines get an additional $100 off. But that's not all. Find accessories, all of them, at 10% off. We are spreading the love in every connection because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless. For terms and conditions, visit AppalachianWireless.com.
Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolf, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
Basketball fans know December is the start of the holiday season. A 4-month round ball holiday running all winter right through March. And at Rose Brothers, we're happy to help Bluegrass Sports Nation bring great high school action to you each week. And when your athletes need basketball shoes, or when you need warm weather gear to get through the winter, come see us at Rose Brothers. We have performance athletic footwear from Nike, Under Armour, and Skechers, and great outerwear from Columbia, Simply Southern, and Under Armour. Now let's cheer on our young athletes, and good luck from all of us at Rose Brothers in Jackson and Bateville.
All right, folks, we are back here at the Coliseum, getting ready to do starting lineups here between the Bobcats and the Bobcats. Betsy Layne comes calling here on Breathitt County tonight. Last home game for the Bobcats here in the regular season. They'll have another game tomorrow night at Estill County. And that'll just about line it up for the Cats before district play. You're going to hear a young man's name. We'll talk a little bit about the Betsy Layne team. We're going to hear a lot about Andrew Kidd tonight, the young man leading scorer, leading rebounder for Betsy Layne. I want to give a shout out to his dad, Russell, sitting across from us over in the stands. Nobody back from college. Good to see him here, and tickled to death to get to call this game. And Andrew with a great performance last week when these two teams played, and surely him being the leading scorer, David Kyle, you can expect the best from him here again tonight.
Absolutely. Andrew Kidd, averaging 15.5 points a game. Team's leading scorer, followed up by number 0, Carson Carter, who's 13.7 points a game. Cameron Pente is also averaging 11.5, and they got Tanner Howell averaging 9.5. So really, you got 4 kids in the Betsy Layne starting lineup that's averaging right at double figures, if not above. So they got multiple weapons they can score with. Breathitt County's going to have to guard it all 5 positions.
Must be having some technical difficulties on the speaker. Not going to do the starting lineups. You pretty much went down the starting 5 for Betsy Layne. Kidd, Parsons, Pente, Hall, and Martin. Got a couple players come off the bench that are real strong for this ball club. And, of course, for Breathitt County, you've got Sperry, Hamilton, Bellamy, Gross, and Terry on the floor for Breathitt County. Same starters they've had for the majority of the season. And I've heard multiple people mention it this week, David Kyle, that this team plays the best when these 5 members are on the court together. When things don't go right and they're missing a player here or there, it seems like they get out of sync, and it takes them a little while to get started.
Well, it's hard. You play all season with the 5 kids, and you got your rotation. They get used to that. Then you switch out of that. Sometimes, just getting in rhythm makes that difficult. People find new roles. Big bucket there by Sperry.
Sperry with the first 2 points of the night for Breathitt County. Betsy Layne comes down the court, and they'll go to work. Crossing the timeline is Pente, and he'll give it over in the corner to Hall.
Breathitt County coming out playing man-to-man defenses.
Kidd guarded by Terry. We'll kick it back out behind the 3-point arc. Tip for the rebound. Comes back down to Pente. He's out top of the court taking orders from Coach Howard.
Betsy Layne trying to spread the floor, looking like trying to run small motion 4 out 20
Parsons and Kidd playing catch. Hall with it. Now back to Pente. Kidd going to drive in the lane off the backboard and gets his first 2 points of the night.
Betsy Layne opened up in a 2-2-1 full court press.
Trying to make it tough on the Bobcats early. And probably seen something they liked in that other game that made them want to do this early and create some turnovers. The dish inside for Gross goes out of bounds off the hand of Kanan Gross, and the turnover will give it back to Betsy Layne.
That Betsy Layne 2-2-1 press. They got what they wanted.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to force turnover, and even if it's on the opposite side, you got what you wanted.
Pente to Parsons. Parsons going to drive in the lane. They go all the way up to the baseline, dish it back inside. Number 12, that was Martin. And now Pente will bring it back out top of the key. Pente out at the logo, working against Jackson Hamilton. He'll find Kidd. Kidd wants to take Terry in the lane, spins, puts up the fadeaway jump shot, and it's good for another 2 points for Andrew Kidd. First 4 points for Betsy Layne. 6:03, still looking at that press. Pass inside to Terry off the backboard. And Braxton Terry scores with his first bucket of the night.
Good find from Bellamy to Terry. Any team that's pressing, you want to try to shoot layups on them. That's what they got right there. So it'll be interesting to see. Betsy Layne got the first possession. Out of that, Breathitt got the second.
Heck of a matchup between Kidd and Terry. Kidd pulls up from the free throw line. Off the back of the rim. Looked like he was going to drop down. Comes off the front and out. Shot no good. Hamilton down the court for the Cats. Quick pass from Gross. Over to Bellamy for 3. In and out. The ball is tipped and it'll go out of bounds, and it's going to go to Betsy Layne. Touch last, I believe, by Kanan Gross. 5:25 on the clock. We're knotted up at 4 here from the Coliseum.
Pente bringing it up. Jackson Hamilton once again matched up with him. High ball screen coming. Got the switch.
In the lane. Martin. Martin loses the handle. Spurry goes all the way to the hoop.
Coast to coast. When he gets downhill like that, that's when he's most dangerous.
He's got a different gear when he gets across midcourt and sees that lane open up. Nice pass inside the Kidd. Puts up the one-handed jump shot. He gets the roll.
With Spurry and his gears, I'd define him as faster, and even faster.
Yeah. Isaac Bellamy fast down the court. He'll pass it off to Hamilton for 3. The first Breathitt Funeral Home three-pointer of the night is good for Jackson Hamilton. Outlet pass to Tanner Martin underneath the basket. Now taken away from Sperry down the court to Hamilton. And Hamilton will lay that one in.
Breathitt really trying to get the ball out and get down the floor. They found success with the last 3 trips. Got 3 straight scores.
Pente standing out at the logo now. Makes a start on Hamilton. He'll hand it off to Parsons. Parsons in the lane. Kick back out to Hall. Now back to Pente. Pente in the lane. He'll stop, pull up. And the shot's no good off the front of the right iron. Rebound down to Terry.
Good find from Hamilton to Gross. Gross didn't finish, but got his own rebound. Back up. And one.
Strong move by Gross to never turn loose of the rebound. To go back up with the ball and draw the foul. 3:54 on the clock. The Cats from Breathitt County with an early 13-6 lead over the Betsy Layne Bobcats.
Kind of the start you'd want for the Breathitt County Bobcats right here. The first 4 minutes, you're up 7. Could be 8 points right here. 8 points. Including one by Gross.
Gross shooting 54% from the line. He makes good on that first one. Pente across the timeline now for Betsy Layne. He'll hand it off to Kidd. Kidd looks down to Coach Howard, gets some last-minute instructions. Kidd going to drive it in the lane. Switches, goes up, and he'll be fouled. And I think they're going to give that one to Austin Sperry as Kidd went in the lane.
2 free throws right here.
Yep. Foul on the shot, so he'll go to the line.
Kidd on the season, shoot 70% from there. Finding pretty good success from charity shot.
Kidd's first shot off the rim, no good.
And in typical form, if I brag on your free throw shooting, you will miss.
It's either or, yeah. It goes either way. If you said he wasn't a good free throw shooter, he'd have nailed it. Happens every time. Kidd's second shot from the line is up, and it's good. Nothing but net. 7 points early here for Andrew Kidd. He has all of them for Betsy Layne. Sperry streaks down, passes off to Terry. Terry there for the handoff and the basket.
Betsy Layne gets the ball out, really pushing hard.
Sperry with a great pass that time. Underneath the basket was Martin. His shot was no good, and we got a whistle.
Steps called on Gross. Breathitt County faithful not real happy with that.
No. That turnover will give it back to Betsy Layne. And Pente will bring it across court, down 16-7. Not a real big sense of urgency on Betsy Layne right now. They're still trying to work some things out on offense, I believe. They've went in the lane so far. Kidd been the only answer there. Almost loses a handle on it. He checks back door. He'll go up for the shot, and he'll be fouled on the shot.
He'll be on Kane and Gross.
On Gross. So Andrew Kidd, we made mention of in the pregame. Young man name that you're going to hear a lot about tonight. Kidd, with all 7 of Betsy Layne's points here in the first quarter, finds himself back at the free throw line. That first one is good.
43 for the night so far from the stripe.
Kidd will step back to the free throw line and get ready to shoot that second free throw. And then it's good. And there's one foul on Kanan Gross now for the Bobcats. Hamilton will bring it across the timeline. They pass it off to Sperry. Sperry drives in the lane, looks for a cutter, but he comes back to Gross. Gross will find Hamilton. A nice pass, but Hamilton couldn't find the basket. And Kidd's going to bring it out of there for Betsy Layne. In the lane against Gross, he's going to pass it off to Pente. Back behind the three-point arc was Hall, and the three-pointer was no good. Bobcats will clear out the rebound, and here comes Isaac Bellman. Long pass back to Sperry.
Looks like Coach Honeycutt calling out for a set.
2:18 on the clock. Gross at the elbow, hands it back to Sperry. Sperry in the lane, up and under, and he'll draw the foul. Foul going to go against Hall, number 3, I believe. It does. And Sperry will go to the free throw line.
Austin Sperry shooting 79% season from the charity stripe.
The first one's good.
Didn't jinx that one.
Now you get another chance for tonight's through.
Well, he's got to shoot this one.
It never fails. Second one's up and it's in. Kidd passes it back to Pente. Pente across the half-court stripe. Over in the corner to Parsons. Parsons back around top of the key. We'll find Hall. Now back to Parsons. Off the backboard, no good for the layup. Sperry will bring it down the court for the Bobcats.
Once again, Sperry getting downhill. Hard to stop.
Right straight to the rack. Another one's up and in. Off the glass, 20-9. Cats of Breathitt County with an 11-point lead now. 1:34 on the clock. Stump inside the Kidd, courtesy of Hall. Kidd between 2 defenders, up off the backboard, and it's good.
Kidd, pretty strong move right there. Worked his body. Got right where he wanted. Finished the layup.
Hamilton, now back to Gross. Now to Sperry. 1:11 on the clock. Sperry out at the logo, calls for the high screen. Almost loses a handle on it. Still loose on the ground, tied up by Sperry and Pente, and the jump ball will give the possession back to Betsy Layne.
Joe Honeycutt, Aaron Staylor both subbing into the Bobcats for Braxton Terry and Jackson Hammers.
Give them boys a little bit of rest and give 2 guys a couple minutes. Stallard and Honeycutt, always performers when they come off the bench for Jeff Honeycutt. And Joe does a great job behind the three-point line, as well as Aaron Stallard. He doesn't need any introduction. He knows the arc well.
Pretty good strategy a lot of times.
Yeah.
Letting your guys go, get a break right here. It's a little extended because you get the end of quarter 2.
Yep. Pass goes out of bounds. Hall It sails high over the outstretched arm and out of bounds. Turnover back to Breathitt County. Spurry with it now with 36 seconds on the clock. He'll find Stallard.
Breathitt trying to run their flex offense.
Stallard deals it to Gross. Gross now to Honeycutt. Plenty of movement on the Bobcats' part.
Looks like the Bobcats may try to hold for one now, 3 seconds.
Bellamy had an opportunity, and he brings it back out top of the key to Stallard.
Which these is always big moments. You know, the Bobcats have the ball. If they get the last shot here to score, they've got the arrow. They're going to start the quarter with the ball, too.
Yep. Bellamy to the rack. Shot's no good. It's going to give Betsy Layne a little time. Over in the corners, Pente blocked by Gross. Will pick it up and heave it down the court. It's no good. That'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. 20-11, Breathitt Bobcats over Betsy Layne. We'll take a break and be back after this message.
Thacker Grigsby is constantly working to bring the latest technologies home. Home, where we live and work. A place we want to see grow and prosper. From Jackson to Hindman and everywhere in between. We're committed to serving you with the latest technology. Whether it's faster broadband, more video choices, or the latest voice services. Thacker Grigsby with our fiber network can provide the latest ways to stay connected, informed, and entertained.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Folks, we are back from the Coliseum here in Jackson, Kentucky, where Breathitt Bobcats up 9 points, 20-11 over Betsy Layne. Kind of the same thing happened over at Betsy Layne last week, David Kyle. The Betsy Layne Bobcats jumped out early on Breathitt. And here at home tonight, the Breathitt Bobcats in the first quarter doing a great job offensively and defensively as Andrew Kidd, the only person to score points in that first quarter for Betsy Layne.
Kidd played exceptional.
Yep. He always performs. You never have to think twice about his minutes. He's big on the court for them. As the Bobcats for Breathitt County will take the ball here to start second quarter. Shot by Gross was no good. Kicks it back to Stallard for three off the rim. Fight for the rebound. And it'll go to Betsy Layne.
That drive by Gross looked really well. You know, just got to finish that a little stronger. Looks like something new he's going to add to his game.
Pente.
Big wrinkle in the defense there. It looks like Bobcats trying to jump a little bit.
Kidd with it, top of the key. He'll shoot the three, in and out. And Gross going to pull down another big rebound for the Bobcats. Bellamy drives in the lane, tries to make the dish to Stallard, and we'll have a foul underneath. It's Hammond in the game for Betsy Layne. What's he pushing, 7'1"?
He's a tall kid. That leap 6'8", and I'm probably underselling him there.
And Honeycutt or Spurry get that one? I missed it.
Honeycutt.
Honeycutt got that too. Kidd dishes to Hammond underneath. And short vertical needed for that young man as he puts that one in.
Look like Breathitt trying to gamble a little bit, double the ball.
Yeah.
Left Hammond wide open. Underneath the goal.
Spurry now across half court. Dishes it in to Gross. Hands off to Spurry. Up and under. Wow, between two defenders. He's good at that.
That just kind of a showcase of his athleticism, really.
Another 2 points for Austin Spurry. Kidd with it. He'll pass it off to Parsons. Parsons out top of the key for Betsy Layne. Calls for the screen from Hammond. Good drive in the lane. Kicks it back out over to Hall. Hall spins on Honeycutt. Goes to the basket. He'll be tied for the walk.
Well, took one too many right there on that possession after the spin. Looks like Terry and Hamilton re-enter the game, and they're going to give Gross and Bellamy a break here.
And back to the action now. Honeycutt will inbound it to Spurry. Spurry across the midcourt stripe.
Spurs calling offense, and pass and cut, running their zone offense right here. Recognizing Betsy Layne going zone.
Hamilton over in the corner for three, no good. Stallard saves it with a rebound. They'll find Honeycutt. Joe's three is no good. Stallard with another big rebound.
If there's a kid that can kill a zone, it's number 23, Joe Honeycutt.
Yeah, there he is again with another three.
Missed two in a row, kind of special with good looks at little characteristics.
Stallard with some great rebounds there to keep things going as you watch Andrew Kidd put in another 2-point basket for Betsy Layne. Sperry goes back to work now to Hamilton. Back to Sperry, inside to Terry. Terry dribbles, kicks it back out. Very methodical on this end of the court for the Bobcats. Sperry inside to Terry, puts down the dribble, goes up to the basket, no good. Nice move that time. And Betsy Layne back to work on this end of the court.
Betsy Layne's zone defense are causing a little problems for the Bobcats.
And that shot goes out of bounds, but it'll stay here with Betsy Layne. We'll say thanks to Appalachian Wireless. Appalachian Wireless is Eastern Kentucky. Great service, great people. Get more of the Appalachian Advantage plan. Inbounds play from Hall to Kidd. Kidd trying to take Terry in the lane. He stops, puts up the jump shot, no good. Ball tipped. And Hamilton will clear out the rebound. Give it back to Sperry. Sperry walks it across mid-court. Puts the offense in motion. Here's Honeycutt. Now back to Sperry. Back to Stallard. Over to Hamilton. Cross court to Honeycutt. Sperry going to drive in the lane and dish to Hamilton. Open for three. Jackson Hamilton with another Breathitt Funeral Home three-pointer. Well, Breathitt County's up 27-15 with 4:55 before the half. Hammond drives in, puts up the jump shot, no good.
Sperry pushing, which is kind of one of the better plays. One way to beat a zone is just don't let it set up.
Yeah, you're right. Quick offense and a fast-paced session that time as Sperry cleared out the rebound and brought it down the court. And like you made mention of, if you don't give the defense time to get set, it's going to make the offense hard to defend. And Sperry's hard enough to defend as it is. Hamilton and Honeycutt to Stallard to Sperry. Sperry will shoot the three. Off the rim, battle for the rebound. Pente will come up with it and get it across half court. Over to Hall. Now back to Martin. Martin's going to drive in the lane against Hamilton. Off the backboard and good.
Strong move by Martin.
It's only the fourth point scored by another player from Betsy Layne besides Andrew Kidd. Kidd, big time for him in the first quarter. Long pass from Sperry to Honeycutt. Now back to Stallard. Find Hamilton in the corner. Now back to Stallard. 4 minutes on the clock here in the second quarter. Sperry to Stallard. Hamilton will shoot the three. That is his third Breathitt Funeral Home three-pointer of the night. Jackson Hamilton with 11 points. Ball came out on Betsy Layne, and here comes Sperry down the lane. He'll drive, put up the shot. It's no good. And the foul will go against Grayson Hall.
Sperry going to the line, shooting 2 free throws right here.
Thanks again to Thacker and Grigsby, the best in telephone, television, and internet, serving Breathitt, Perry, Knott, Letcher, and Leslie counties. Sperry's off. What'd you say he was shooting?
79%.
And he's what, 3 for
2 for 3. Think about that.
Thanks again to Breathitt Funeral Home. They believe everyone deserves an honorable and affordable final farewell. They will treat your family like their family when only the best will do. Sperry's free throw in and out. Here comes Betsy Layne pushing it down the court. Parsons up high off the backboard, no good. Battle for the rebound. Hamilton saves it out of bounds to Sperry. Sperry quickly up the court.
During the foul, Peyton Collins subbed in for the Bobcats.
Pass intended for Gross, knocked loose by Andrew Kidd. Kidd and Grayson Hall back there disrupting the pass. Kidd will pull up from the free throw line. And I tell you what, he is money from right there. That's his favorite shot, I believe.
That's to find a way to defend that Breathitt County Wheeler. He's going to have a long night. Peyton Collins, he's another kid. He can, he's a zone buster at Powell County the other night.
I hear you go.
Really hot.
Battle for the rebound. Terry goes back up with it. And up and in. Great possession by Braxton Terry to get the rebound and go back up to the basket. Kidd goes back to work. Gross out on him right now. Kidd steps back, comes to the free throw line, shoots the jump shot, and it's good.
Kidd's looking really good. Get to that right hand and get the finish with it in the mid-range game.
Kidd with 17 points now for Betsy Layne. Cross court. Sperry to Collins, back to Hamilton. He'll shoot the three. Jackson Hamilton has 4 Breathitt Funeral Home 3-pointers. It's got to make his dad happy.
Sponsorship coming in well.
Andrew Kidd drives in the lane, kicks over in the corner. Long 3-pointer by Braden Hall is good for Betsy Layne. That'll make it 35-24 with 1:56 on the clock. Sperry.
Put this dribble, let's find something to do with it.
Yep. Pass almost taken away by Hamilton. They'll find Sperry. He'll shoot the three. Austin Sperry finds a home for a Breathitt Funeral Home 3-pointer.
Breathitt's going to have to be more careful throwing their pass back top of the key. That's 2 or 3 possessions where they've come dangerously close to get the ball picked and probably giving up 2 points from the other end.
Kidd with a good move and a good look at the basket. The shot came out. Terry with the rebound. And Jackson Hamilton has just hit another Breathitt Funeral Home 3-pointer. He's got 5 for the night. And we got a timeout here in the Coliseum. Breathitt up 41-24. We'll take it with them here on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
People's Bank is proud to continue to invest in the Bluegrass State. Our team has years of experience right here in Eastern Kentucky. By partnering with People's Bank, we provide solutions, not just products. Our vision is to be the best community bank in America, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
All right, folks, we are back from the Coliseum. Breathitt up 41-24 over the Bobcats at Betsy Layne. A great first half, David Kyle. If you're Coach Honeycutt, you got to be happy about the way our team's playing right now offensively. They look rested. We're talking about them, and defensively got a guy open here on the corner. We finally get him covered up. But there's always teaching points, but that was a pretty good first quarter. And second quarter's been even better for the Cats, point-wise, as you see. One of those reasons right there, Jackson Hamilton able to take that pass away.
Hamilton's had the hot hand from deep. He's feeling, you can tell he wants it.
And Peyton Collins open over on that right wing. He's looking inside. I look for Hamilton from the opposite corner. That one's no good. Didn't draw iron. And they're going to say Parsons was on the out-of-bounds line. It'll come back here to Breathitt. And we got Martin coming back in the game. Tanner Martin comes in for Parsons.
I'd be looking, the way that Hamilton's been shooting this ball, you got to look for him possibly getting this ball back.
Inbounds it to Bellamy. Bellamy whips it over to Collins, courtesy of Hamilton. Peyton Collins with his first Breathitt Funeral Home 3-pointer of the night. The Cats in the 3-point basket have really put them up on top big here in this one, 44-24. 30 seconds to go before the half. Kidd with it, drives, puts up the shot from the left corner, no good. And a putback by number 14. I don't have him on my list. That is Landon Howe.
Betsy Layne really got good position there to get the offensive rebound. Breathitt's got to do a better job of making sure everybody's covered, though. Just 5 seconds to go.
Hamilton going to drive around. They leave him open behind the arc. Shot goes off. Terry with the rebound. No good. That'll bring us to the end of the first half. Breathitt County up 44-26 on Betsy Layne. We'll go to commercial and be back on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Wolfe County is widely known as a rock climbing and hiking destination, but is now quickly becoming known for its great restaurants and entertainment venues. Venues like Skybridge Station, where you can see live music on the weekends or go to Tuesday night trivia. Kel's Patriot Pizza, Spanx Franks, Dixie Freeze, Beef Finca, 145 Stakeout, which has live music most weekends, The Brick, Red Point Barbecue, and Bites and Bargains. Wolfe County is naturally gorgeous, and Wolfe County Tourism invites you to stop in and try one of these great restaurants on your next visit. Variety Pizza, located at 1189 Main Street in Jackson, has been family owned and operated for over 45 years, serving the community with fresh, homemade, and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. Carry out or stay and enjoy the newly renovated dining areas with private party spaces available. Stop by and see Lee and Al or call 666-5454 for Variety Pizza.
Come see us at Jackson Medical Clinic Family Healthcare in Jackson for all your medical needs. Now also offering behavioral healthcare services. The clinic is open 7 days a week and will have new extended hours of operation beginning on January 1st, 2024. Hours of operation will be from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. With a hometown atmosphere, come let our family take care of yours.
Family and hometown pharmacies have been serving Breathitt County for over 20 years and are proud to support our local athletes. They are hometown owned and operated by Portia and Everett Dunaway. Portia and Everett want you to know that family and hometown pharmacies are here for you. Now offering 2 ways to fill your prescriptions. Use the Refill Quick app on your smartphone or give them a call at 666-5519 or 666-5500.
Hi, folks. We are back here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We always like to say special thanks to our sponsors that do such a great job helping us bring you guys all the action. Thanks to Jackson Medical Clinic and Family Health Care. Come see them for all your medical needs. Open 7 days a week with new extended hours. Bobcat Tax now open and ready to help with a $99 walk-in special. Make the wise decision this tax season and choose Bobcat Tax. People's Bank of Jackson, working together to build success. People's is ready to help you reach your dreams. Jackson Physical Therapy, Colby Watts. They will get you back into the action. We'll say thanks to Colby for always helping out our Bobcats. PDQ Sales and Service, formerly Jackson Wholesale, serving the wholesale needs of Eastern Kentucky. Stop by and see Scott at Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply for all your electrical, plumbing, heating, septic, and appliance parts. Family Pharmacy and Hometown Pharmacy. Great people who have your safety at heart. Variety Pizza, your home for the best pizza in Jackson, along with their famous hoagies. Appalachian Regional Healthcare, the healthcare system of Appalachia, operating 13 hospitals and many, many more specialty physician practices across Appalachia. And Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson, serving the financial needs of Breathitt County. Be sure and check out their free CBTJ mobile app. We got a little break in the action here at halftime. And folks here at Breathitt County took this time to recognize some of our youth elementary players here in the county that have showed up here tonight. So an active bunch over there. I tell you what, they're all over the court. Look like the Highland Turner Tigers will come out on the court first. That first half of basketball, David Kyle, impressive offensively for the Bobcats. I really think Coach Howard would like to get more things going offensively for his Bobcats other than just Andrew Kidd. He knows Andrew's going to produce, but you got to believe that he would like to get a few more kids in the point totals. Really, you've got 4 other people that scored, but they've only been to the basket once per individual. Martin with 2, Brayton Hall with 3, Landon Howell with 2, and Hammond with 2. The rest of those points for the Betsy Layne Bobcats come off the hand of Andrew Kidd, who does a great job driving in the lane, putting up that jump shot.
Kidd's played really well. You know, like you said, Coach Howard, he's got 9 points. The rest of his team, you know, he's got to find more production from all those guys. You know, Breathitt County, I look for them to do things to try to disrupt Kidd in the second half because what he's done the first and third. Bobcats look like they're already unrecognized elementary team. So Coach Honeycutt, he must be ready to move on to the second half.
He outplayed from the locker room. Like I said, there's always something to teach on and points to make, but not a lot tonight going wrong offensively for the Bobcats of Breathitt County. As we talked about 3-point totals, leading the way with 5. Breathitt Funeral Home 3-pointers is Jackson Hamilton. He has 17 points. Austin Sperry has 13 points. And I got Terry with 6, Gross with 3, and Collins with 3. And that's how the Bobcats scoring totals up here in the first half. We'll take another quick break here on Bluegrass Sports Nation and pay some more bills and thank some sponsors, and we'll be back after this commercial.
Just up the road in Erlanger, Kentucky's own playing card company produces more than 5 billion cards a year. We know because we're Kentucky's insurance company, insuring all sorts of property damage involving your auto and home, but not your house of cards. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, big on commitment.
Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cool drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure to check out our Little Caesars pizzas. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
PDQ Sales and Services, formerly known as Jackson Wholesale Company, is a locally owned and operated convenience store and grocery store supplier with a full line of products. They have ice cream, groceries, meat, dairy, candy, and more. They even have janitorial supplies including Tactical Strike disinfectant. Tactical Strike has been approved by the EPA to kill the virus that causes COVID-19. Give PDQ a call today at 606-666-2495.
Jackson Physical Therapy is your locally owned and operated physical therapy clinic, serving Jackson and the surrounding areas. Owned by Colby Watts, Jackson Physical Therapy has a talented and experienced staff ready to meet all your physical therapy needs. Jackson Physical Therapy is a proud supporter of our local youth and sports teams. Call JPT at 666-9293 to schedule your appointment today and let us improve your quality of life.
Appalachian Wireless is spreading the love the entire month. And let me tell you how they're going to do it. Right now, we're offering up to $500 off select devices. Now that's on the Appalachian Advantage or nationwide mix and match plans. Plus, new lines get an additional $100 off. But that's not all. Find accessories, all of them, at 10% off. We are spreading the love in every connection because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
For terms and conditions, visit Appalachian
Jackson
Wireless.
Electric and Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolf, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
Basketball fans know December is the start of the holiday season. A 4-month round ball holiday running all winter right through March. And at Rose Brothers, we're happy to help Bluegrass Sports Nation bring great high school action to you each week. And when your athletes need basketball shoes, or when you need warm weather gear to get through the winter, come see us at Rose Brothers. We have performance athletic footwear from Nike, Under Armour, and Skechers, and great outerwear from Columbia, Simply Southern, and Under Armour. Now let's cheer on our young athletes, and good luck from all of us at Rose Brothers in Jackson and Bataville.
Thacker Grigsby is constantly working to bring the latest technologies home. Home, where we live and work. A place we want to see grow and prosper. From Jackson to Hindman and everywhere in between. We're committed to serving you with the latest technology. Whether it's faster broadband, more video choices, or the latest voice services. Thacker Grigsby with our fiber network can provide the latest ways to stay connected, informed, and entertained.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
People's Bank is proud to continue to invest in the Bluegrass State. Our team has years of experience right here in Eastern Kentucky. By partnering with People's Bank, we provide solutions, not just products. Our vision is to be the best community bank in America, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Wolfe County is widely known as a rock climbing and hiking destination, but is now quickly becoming known for its great restaurants and entertainment venues. Venues like Skybridge Station, where you can see live music on the weekends or go to Tuesday night trivia. Kel's Patriot Pizza, Spanx Frank's, Dixie Freeze, Beef Finca, 145 Stakeout, which has live music most weekends, The Brick, Red Point Barbecue, and Bites and Bargains. Wolfe County is naturally gorgeous, and Wolfe County Tourism invites you to stop in and try one of these great restaurants on your next visit.
All right, folks, we're back from the Coliseum. Once again, you guys miss all the good commentary during the commercial breaks. Got about 55 seconds on the clock. Bobcats from Breathitt High are up 44-26 over Betsy Layne. Phenomenal first half from behind the three-point line, and you made mention of that. I'll let you talk about it. How many three-pointers does Jackson Hamilton need?
Jackson, my understanding, the most threes ever made in the game here at Breathitt's been 7. That was hit by Luke Bellamy and Trey Noble that I'm aware of. And, Jackson's already got 5, so the second half, if he shoots like he did the first half, he's going to break every record.
And you made mention of it too when he got the pass down here, and he was working shoulders with the guy guarding him. I think it was Parsons, or might have been Pente, but he was going after it. He wanted the ball after he got that hot hand, and you could tell that he was ready to go in the lane if he needed to be. But he's hit 5 3-pointers, and he leads all scorers for both guys with 17 points. As you hear the buzzer sound here at the Coliseum, and we'll get ready for the second half. Betsy Layne will inbound it right here in front of us. Grayson Hall will inbound it. They'll find Parsons over in the corner. Dish down low to Kidd, working against Gross, and he gets the shot to fall. First 2 points for Betsy Layne are good for Andrew Kidd.
Chris bring back up. Looks like Betsy Layne in the man.
Bellamy. He'll shoot the jump shot, no good. Betsy Layne will clear out the rebound. Tanner Martin will bring it out of there. He'll get to Pente. Pente looking inside. He'll bring it back out to Kidd, out at the logo, top of the key.
Looks like Betsy Layne working out up a horn set right there. Trying to get a little pick and roll action.
Kidd against Sperry. From the elbow, he kicks it back behind him to Parsons. Parsons shoots the 3. Off the rim. No good. Dish back inside to Parsons. That shot was short. Rebound down by Braxton Terry and the Bobcats of Breathitt High.
Hamilton for another 3.
Off the rim, no good. Pente will bring the rebound out for Betsy Layne. They'll kick it back to Hall. Pass goes out of bounds, intended for Kidd. And last person to touch it was Pente. Coach Howard telling him to shoot the ball. Quit thinking about it. Just go to the rim. The Bobcats are Breathitt High now to inbound it. And Sperry will bring it across the timeline.
It's like Breathitt trying to get their offense set. Sperry going across, screen across.
Yeah. Hamilton down to Terry. Terry back to Sperry. Sperry drives in the lane. And he gets the shooter's roll.
Sperry working off that screen of that Gonzaga offense.
Andrew Kidd with it now for Betsy Layne. Back out here, top of the key. Over on the right corner. Off the low block, puts up a shot, no good. And the ball going to be knocked out of bounds by Tanner Martin. Hamilton to inbound it. Sperry looks over at the bench.
Now, looks like they're going to let him make his own here.
Yeah.
Once again, getting that high ball screen action, working it back across. Sperry, miscommunication. Sperry trying to go back door.
Gross was looking for Sperry, and Sperry was making the cut, and the ball goes out of bounds. Betsy Layne with the turnover will get it back. Kidd over to Pente. Pente will walk it up across midcourt. Over on the right side, he puts up the floater. The jump shot's good for Pente. He's been quiet. He's done a lot for the offense to get them going, but he's been quiet here in this game. First 2 points for Cameron Pente.
If I remember correctly, he had a big game last week.
He did. Bellamy brings it back out of there to Hamilton. Inside of Terry now. Terry dishes to Sperry. Nice fake.
Head fake.
Back to Gross, and can't convert on the bucket. Kidd will bring it out of there for Betsy Layne. Hard pass down to Parsons. Kicks it back out to Pente for 3. A good look at the basket. And Pente makes them pay with the Breathitt Funeral Home 3-pointer. 4:59 on the clock. Betsy Layne cuts into that lead, 46-33 now.
Pente shooting 33% behind the arc this season.
And Terry and Grayson Hall going at it on the low block under the basket, and Hall going to be called for the foul. So Terry trying to get position, and Hall just playing some aggressive defense. Sometimes it works and sometimes it don't. That time Hall gets called for the foul. Gross kicks it to Bellamy. Shot no good. Big rebound by Terry. Underneath the Sperry. On the putback. And it's good. And Austin Sperry, and we got a timeout. Full timeout on the Breathitt bench. We'll take it with them on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Variety Pizza, located at 1189 Main Street in Jackson, has been family owned and operated for over 45 years, serving the community with fresh, homemade, and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. Carry out or stay and enjoy the newly renovated dining areas with private party spaces available. Stop by and see Lee and Al or call 666-5454 for Variety Pizza.
Come see us at Jackson Medical Clinic Family Healthcare in Jackson for all your medical needs. Now also offering behavioral healthcare services. The clinic is open 7 days a week and will have new extended hours of operation beginning on January 1st, 2024. Hours of operation will be from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. With a hometown atmosphere, come let our family take care of yours.
Thanks again to our fine sponsors. Thanks to Appalachian Wireless. Appalachian Wireless is Eastern Kentucky. Great service and great people. Get more with the Appalachian Advantage Plan. Thanks to Factory and Grigsby, best in telephone, television, and internet. Serving Breathitt, Perry, Knott, Letcher, and Leslie counties. Breathitt Funeral Home, where they believe everyone deserves an honorable, respectable farewell. With newly renovated facilities, they'll treat your family like their own. Pente across the half-court stripe. Hands it off to Parsons. Now to Martin. Back to Parsons. Parsons drives in the lane. Now over in the corner. He'll find Martin. Martin in the lane. He goes up with the shot. No good. Tipped. Chased down and handled by Kidd. Kidd from the elbow. The shot is good. Look out. Here comes Betsy Layne. 48-33.
Gross got a little lost there
35.
On that possession, but they had him out actually space guarding him.
Yep.
5 foot off the three-point line.
Terry trying to find somebody to pass it off. He finds Hamilton, and Hamilton goes to the rack for the layup off the glass. Pente to Kidd. It's going to go all the way in. He'll bring it back out. Flipping inside. Coach Howard shooting instructions from the bench. He gets the pick from Hammond. Pulls up with a jump shot, no good. Rebound down to Austin Sperry. Sperry loses his footing. And Tanner Martin will take advantage of it and go up with the layup, and it's good. 50-37 now, it should be. I don't know if Sperry hit a slick spot. What happened there right around the low block coming out from underneath that basket after that rebound.
Probably had a tire shoe right there. Might have got the shoelace.
Could have been. The referee out checking it out right now. I think we're in good shape. 50-37, 3:24 to go here in the third. Sperry will bring it across midcourt. Get the offense going. Coach Honeycutt giving instructions from the bench. Pass inside for Gross. Hand off back to Sperry. Sperry double teamed. And he'll lose his footing and go out of bounds with the double team. Well, we got a sub coming in. Hammond will go out. And Braden Hall will come back in. I think the defense kind of upset him down underneath the basket that time.
Double down.
Yeah. They got to him quick, and he didn't have anywhere to turn. Forced the turnover. Betsy Layne looking to cut into the lead even more at 50-37. 13 points right now.
Painting Gross face guarding kid, which should be understandable. And it's 21 points.
Yep. Parsons, he'll shoot the three from behind the arc. No good. Kidd with the rebound. He'll go back up. And Kidd will draw the foul on the putback. And it's going to be against Gross.
Gross right there just watching. He was playing up the line, and when the shot went up, Kidd just got out in front of him there. Had easy position for that offensive rebound.
Kidd's first free throw off the front of the iron, no good. Special thanks to Jackson Medical Clinic and Family Health Care. Come see them 7 days a week. Hometown atmosphere. And they'll take care of all your medical needs. Second shot by Kidd is good.
30-second timeout, Betsy Layne.
We'll take it with them here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We'll be back after this commercial.
Family and hometown pharmacies have been serving Breathitt County for over 20 years and are proud to support our local athletes. They are hometown owned and operated by Portia and Everett Dunaway. Portia and Everett want you to know that family and hometown pharmacies are here for you. Now offering 2 ways to fill your prescriptions. Use the Refill Quick app on your smartphone or give them a call at 666-5519 or 666-5500.
Thanks again to Bobcat Tax. Bobcat Tax now open. $6,000 in cash advances with a $99 walk-in special. Make the wise decision this tax season and choose Bobcat Tax. People's Bank of Jackson, working together to build success. People's is ready to help you reach your dreams. And Jackson Physical Therapy and Colby Watts. Thanks to Colby again for taking care of our Bobcats. Back to the action as Terry from the elbow will pass it to Bellamy. Bellamy works in the lane. He dishes to Hamilton. Now back out to Bellamy. Thought about the three. And a high pass to Gross. Gross handles it over in the corner.
Betsy Layne just picked up their defensive adjustment. When they match their man-to-man, but you can just tell their movement efforts. This seems a lot better this portion of the game.
Cats really having to work to get an opening. Gross this time going to drive in off the backboard. No good. Terry fighting for the rebound. Comes up with it. He gets it to Hamilton. Hamilton shoots the floater, and it's good.
Man, Braxton Terry is just so strong out there. You know, he's the type of kid, if he's got 2 hands on it, he's probably coming with it.
Well, he was going to get that one way or another. He was fighting with Andrew Kidd underneath the basket, and those two going after it. That's 6 rebounds for Braxton tonight. Pente over to Hall. Hall in the lane. He'll kick it back to Parsons for 3. Off the back of the iron, no good. Ball going to be tipped, and I think they're going to get, they're going to get Braxton on the push, trying to go after the rebound. And Betsy Layne will inbound it from underneath the basket on the baseline.
Just the second team foul on the Bobcats this quarter.
Long pass.
Hamilton gets the hand.
Intended for Pente, and Hamilton gets there too. And Sperry goes.
They're going to call it on the
foul. Oh, man. Sperry goes to the basket. The basket won't count. They'll say the foul came on the floor way back before he got to the basket. So Bobcats will inbound from the baseline. Sperry to throw it in. Throws it long to Kanan Gross. Gross will get it back to Sperry, top of the key. Sperry in the lane. What a move. Goes to the basket, off the backboard, no good. And they fight for the rebound. And I think they're going to get Sperry for that one.
Sperry just a little too aggressive going for that offensive rebound. I know he's frustrated wanting the two free throws there, but
Kid came out there with it, and Sperry's trying to tie up the ball. And he got an armful of Andrew Kidd.
Got to learn to just kind of let that play go 84 feet away from other teams go.
1:15 on the clock here in the third quarter, 52-38. Pente over the corner to Parsons. Parsons going to drive baseline, and they're going to get Terry for the block. And Terry slid over trying to get the charge.
Good effort by Terry.
He'll be called for the blocking foul underneath the basket there on the baseline. Good move by Parsons that time. His Kid tied up, and he's going to go to the court and be called for the walk. 1:04 on the clock, 52-38.
Now we got a technical foul. Getting on Betsy Layne's coach.
Coach Howard not happy about that last turn of events, and he'll be called for the technical. And Hamilton will come down the court to shoot the technical foul. Thanks again to all of our sponsors. We appreciate PDQ Sales and Service, formerly Jackson Wholesale, serving the wholesale needs of Eastern Kentucky. Hamilton's first free throw is good. And PDQ Sales and Service have always been supporters of athletics in our county. Second shot by Hamilton, the in and out. Stop by and see Scott and all the guys at Jackson Electric for your plumbing and electric needs. Family Pharmacy and Hometown Pharmacy, great people who have your safety at heart. And they remind you they've always been a proud supporter of the Breathitt Bobcats. Hamilton with it out now, top of the key. Working against Parsons. Over to Bellamy.
Pick and roll game right here.
Bellamy going to shoot the shot from the free throw line. No good. And Betsy Layne's Hall will bring out the rebound. Parsons thought about the three, almost taken away by Bellamy. Over here up on the left corner to Braden Hall. Shot no good. Bellamy chased down by Pente, taken away. Long pass up the court. Kidd comes up with it off the glass and good for Andrew Kidd, courtesy of Tanner Martin on the assist.
24 seconds left this quarter. I look for Breathitt to try to hold him for the last shot right here. Right here, these are big moments, especially when you get in the district region tournaments. These are big momentum things right here. If you can get a score and get the ball back next quarter and get another score, it's always huge.
Hamilton with the dish underneath to Braxton Terry. Basket is good. Long shot at the it's no good by Parsons. And that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. Breathitt Bobcats up 55-40. We'll be back after this commercial.
Just up the road in Erlanger, Kentucky's own playing card company produces more than 5 billion cards a year. We know because we're Kentucky's insurance company, insuring all sorts of property damage involving your auto and home, but not your house of cards. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cool drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure to check out our Little Caesars pizzas. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
We're back from the Coliseum. Breathitt up 55-40, 15-point lead over Betsy Layne as we go into the fourth quarter. The final 8 minutes in regulation for this one.
It's coming to a close, Robert. You know, You got to think about next week. It's district tournament time. Well, most exciting time in the state, if you ask me.
It's been a fast season, and you're right. This is a very exciting time, especially in Eastern Kentucky. Some great basketball, and I tell you what, we've got a lot of great talent here in this region and in the 15th region also. Betsy Layne, I think, is 6th or 7th in their region, but I tell you what, they are no slouch when it comes to talent. As you watch Sperry go to the basket for another 2 points. And here's one of theirs. Kidd to the basket, goes up, and on the block, the foul is going to be called.
You want to get Bellamy on that one, I believe.
And Andrew Kidd will go back to the free throw line.
It'll be Bellamy's first foul of the night.
He's done a good job playing defensively and staying out of foul trouble. Kidd's first shot is good. Thanks to Appalachian Regional Healthcare, the healthcare system of Appalachia. Kidd's second shot is good. Sperry will bring it up the court for Breathitt County.
Joseph Honeycutt looks like he's subbed in for Fanning Grove to start this quarter.
Yep. Pass inside to Terry. Terry wanted to go inside, brings it back out to Austin Sperry.
Sperry calling for a high ball screen here.
Honeycutt. Backdoor pass. It's Terry to Terry. And Terry, little glass on that one. Nice look by Austin. And Braxton puts it in. That'll make it 59-42. Kidd to the basket. And once again, Andrew Kidd is just money from the inside the lane.
He's tough. He's starting on the left side and going right. You know, he scored so. Oh, I'd hate to know how many points he scored that going that way. But nice pick and roll action right there. Terry scoring again.
Sperry with another dish to Terry. Basket good for Braxton Terry. Kidd in the lane. He'll go up high off the glass. No good. And Honeycutt with a rebound. Now to Austin Sperry. Sperry in the lane. Up off the glass and good. Here comes Betsy Layne's Tanner Martin down the court. He'll drive in the lane. Wanted to go off the glass, and I think they're going to get Sperry for the foul. Tanner Martin, good show of sportsmanship to go over and pull him up. 6:33 on the clock here in the fourth.
That'll be the third foul on Sperry. Game and the second foul this quarter for the Bobcats.
Thanks to Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson, serving the financial needs of Breathitt County. Check out their free CBTJ mobile app. Banking right on your device. First free throw is no good.
Martin shooting 48% on the season for the Betsy Layne Bobcats.
Thanks again to Variety Pizza. You're home for the best pizza in Jackson, along with your famous hoagies. That shot's in and out, but controlled by Parsons. Parsons up off the glass, and he'll get the roll.
Now Parsons right there, he just wanted that ball more than everybody else. Gave the extra effort, got it.
We got another quick timeout on the court. We'll take it with them here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We'll be back after this commercial.
PDQ Sales and Services, formerly known as Jackson Wholesale Company, is a locally owned and operated convenience store and grocery store supplier with a full line of products. They have ice cream, groceries, meat, dairy, candy, and more. They even have janitorial supplies, including Tactical Strike disinfectant. Tactical Strike has been approved by the EPA to kill the virus that causes COVID-19. Give PDQ a call today at 606-666-2495.
Jackson Physical Therapy is your locally owned and operated physical therapy clinic, serving Jackson and the surrounding areas. Owned by Colby Watts, Jackson Physical Therapy has a talented and experienced staff ready to meet all your physical therapy needs. Jackson Physical Therapy is a proud supporter of our local youth and sports teams. Call JPT at 666-9293 to schedule your appointment today and let us improve your quality of life.
All right, folks, we are back from the Coliseum. 6:28 on the clock, 63-46. Joseph Honeycutt set to inbound it from the baseline for Breathitt County.
Betsy Layne opened up full court pressure.
Stallard going to bring it across the half-court stripe. Pente in tow. We'll find Sperry. Sperry with Parsons all over him.
Breathitt wanting to flatten everything out. Let Sperry work one-on-one.
Well, they're making plenty of space in the lane for a reason. Sperry just looking for an alley. He goes in, dishes in the corner to Honeycutt, who passes it back to Bellamy. Bellamy now drives cross court to Sperry. Goes out of bounds. He says, I got it, my bad. Good pass by Bellamy, but Sperry just couldn't hold on to it. It goes out of bounds. Turnover to Betsy Layne. Pente to Martin. Now back to Pente. They'll bring it across half court. Go right side. Kick it in the corner to Parsons. Backs it back out, looking inside. He'll find Kidd.
They're trying to work against Taylor. They got the switch they wanted.
Kidd,
smaller guard.
The backdoor pass for Grayson Hall, and that 2 points is good for Hall. Nice pass by Kidd. Bellamy brings it out of there. All the way to the rack, off the glass, and it'll be called for the walk.
It's like Peyton Collins was setting in the Bobcats for Joseph Honeycutt.
Pente will bring it up for Betsy Layne with 5:29 on the clock. To go to work, passes it back to Kidd. Kidd will spot up, shoot the three off the front of the glass. Big rebound down by Grayson Hall. Another three by Parsons, no good. Terry with the rebound, battle for the basketball. Kanan Gross comes up with it. He'll get it to Stallard. Stallard behind the back pass to Gross, who saves it to Terry. Kidd comes up with it, goes in against Terry.
And got the
charge. Terry will draw the charge.
You know, for the Breathitt County bench right there, players, you gotta be happy about that. You know, back in my days when I was on the sidelines, you know,
get you fired up.
When a guy takes a charge, you know, they're giving their whole body up for their teammates and team, and you know, it's one of the most selfless plays in the game, I believe, is giving your body up for the team.
63-48, 5:03 left on the clock. Thanks again to our game sponsors, Jackson Medical Clinic and Family Health Care. Come see them for all your medical needs, open 7 days a week with extended hours. And also Breathitt Funeral Home, where they believe everyone deserves an honorable and affordable final farewell. Newly renovated facilities, they will treat your family like their family when only the best will do. Peyton Collins helping to dry up the court before he'll inbound the ball.
Bobcats here have to be careful. You know, this game's not over. Be more deliberate. You know, Betsy Layne wants to speed them up, be more reckless. And the last possession, Bobcats was most certainly that.
Nice pass from Terry to Gross.
Looks a lot better.
Gross will put it in. Parsons in the lane. He'll cut, go up with a one-handed shot. No good. Tipped by Collins. Will go out of bounds. They'll say touch last by Jackson Hamilton. You gotta be impressed with the effort that all the Bobcats have had here tonight for Breathitt County. Really, everybody that's been on the court has been in the action at some point in time, either loose ball or trying to score or defensively trying to get a big rebound. That time, Grayson Hall goes to the basket for Betsy Layne.
Just from the tip to finish right here. You know, the Bobcats, I believe they're just playing with a little bit more intensity and a little more purpose, it looks like.
Terry with a big basket on the way to the hoop, and he gets the foul. The Bobcats with picking the pace up a little bit with that defensive pressure applied here. As soon as they inbound the ball, they're getting the court down. They're getting the ball down the court quickly. Braxton's free throw's no good, but Stallard there for a big rebound.
Hamilton for three.
That one's off. Big rebound by Gross with the putback. Big man underneath. Kanan Gross' shot is good. Comes Betsy Layne back on this end of the court. Pente in the lane. Will go in against Gross. Put up the floater. The shot is good, and the foul will go against Kanan Gross. Is that his third? Yeah.
Pente shooting 71% for the charity stripe this season. Try to finish the old-fashioned three-point play.
So Pente from the line. He'll put up the first shot. It's good. Basket was good by Pente too. 69-53 now. Pass inside intended for Terry. Taken away by Grayson Hall. Down the court quickly to Parsons. And the ball goes out of bounds off Parsons' hands.
Lost the ball.
And it'll go to the Breathitt County Bobcats. Hamilton to Stallard. Stallard up the court, in the lane, off the glass, and good.
Right there, good finish by Stallard. Kind of being stronger with you know, it's part of the game he needs to improve.
Looking for Kidd. We'll find Martin. Now back to Hall. Now back to Parsons. Parsons puts up the floater, and he gets the shooter's touch.
The game right now kind of up and down. Balls are, you know, kind of reckless on both ends.
Kidd with the putback. It's good.
Timeout, Betsy Layne.
So we'll take it.
30.
We'll take it with them here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We'll be back after this commercial.
Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolf, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
Thanks again to our fine sponsors. You've heard about them on our commercials and reading the sponsor ads to you. Folks, be sure you stop by and patronize this fine group of sponsors that's helping bring this action to you tonight here from Jackson. The Breathitt Bobcats up 71-57 on the Bobcats of Betsy Layne. It's Hamilton to inbound it for Breathitt. He'll find Stallard. Defensive pressure applied by Betsy Layne. Now Bobcats will get it to Collins. Now back to Hamilton. Hamilton will drive, dish to Terry. Terry puts it up and in.
Terry's going to spark offensively here in the second half for the Bobcats.
Big three-pointer by Parsons, no good. Peyton Collins pulls out the rebound. Jackson Hamilton all the way in the lane. Steps back, passes to Gross. Gross, little jump shot is good. Kanan has really perfected that jump shot this season.
Kanan drew, you know, he's took leaps and bounds growth each and every season. You know, I've watched him since he was in 7th grade. Just every year you see improvements, and you know, it's finally translating to the varsity level.
Nice pass by Kanan Gross. Back to Braxton Terry. Behind the back. I don't think anybody's seen Kanan passing that one but Braxton.
He's got that in him. You know, Kanan actually sees the floor really well for a big guy. You know, but don't handle the ball well.
Collins to Hamilton. Hamilton going to drive in the lane. And to the basket, shot's no good. And I think they're going to give the foul to Tanner Martin.
Looks like the Bobcats going to go wholesale substitution.
We've got Campbell, Combs, Wooten, Honeycutt, and Bellamy getting ready to come in. Hamilton from the free throw line. The first shot rims out.
Ben Wooten coming into the game. 4-year player for the Bobcats. Great teammate.
Yep. Hamilton's second free throw is good, and he will go to the bench, and Bellamy will come in for him. Betsy Layne will inbound from the baseline. 2:05 on the clock. 78-61. Breathitt up. Pente will pick it up, bring it across half court. Dives in the lane, dishes back door to Hall. Hall spins, goes up, and the jump shot is in for Braden Hall.
Holmes trying to throw the ball in.
Holmes finds Campbell. Campbell loses a handle on it. Knocked loose, and it'll go out of bounds, and it'll stay with Breathitt County. Braden Hall did a great job to knock it loose that time. The Bobcats, Breathitt Bobcats will inbound right in front of Betsy Layne's bench. Honeycutt going for Combs, knocked loose by Kidd. Kidd finds Parsons. He spots up for three. He got a good look. The Breathitt Funeral Home three-pointer by Carter Parsons is good.
Betsy Layne Bobcats, they're not giving up.
78-66 with 1:33. Bellamy across midcourt on the drive. Dish inside, going to be knocked out of bounds by number 23, Braden Hall.
Here, this is valuable experience for some of these Bobcats. Don't get a lot of minutes, but they're playing against Betsy Layne's varsity team, and they're bringing the intensity. They're still playing, trying to win.
Bellamy, quick pass inside to Wooten. Got knocked loose, but there's Joe Honeycutt for three. And chased down by Josh Combs. Good rebound, and got knocked out of there by Combs, and he went after it and got it. Campbell in the lane, taken away by Grayson Hall. Long pass down to Pente. He'll go up off the glass and good for Cameron Pente. 78-68, 10 points now, under a minute. And Bellamy's layup is good under the basket.
Going coast to coast with that one.
Parsons spots up, shoots the three, in and out. Rebound by Joseph Honeycutt. 45 seconds. Pass up to Campbell. Campbell trying to protect the ball, looking for Bellamy, taken away by Parsons, and he'll get it up to Pente. Pente with the layup. It's good. So Coach Honeycutt going to take another
30-second timeout.
Break
Like subs.
to get for subs in the game. We'll have Sperry, Chris Neese, Wyatt Spencer, Miller, and Wooten in the game. Sperry to Spencer. Back to Sperry. Sperry tries to break the pressure with 24 seconds. Long pass up to Chris Neese. Chris lowers his shoulder, goes in. Shot no good. And he'll be called for the charge.
Neese trying to power his way through.
Like that aggressive move. 19 seconds now on the clock. Pente for Betsy Layne will drive in, put up the floater, in and out, no good. Wooten will clear out the rebound. Wooten to Sperry with 8 seconds.
Looks like he's going to dribble out. Call it a night.
3 seconds now on the clock, and we're going to kick it over to Miller, who will shoot a three at the buzzer. Shot no good, and that'll bring us to a 10-point victory by the Breathitt Bobcats over Betsy Layne. Betsy Layne trying to get back in it late there in the fourth quarter. We'll take a quick break on Bluegrass Sports Nation, and we'll come back and recap this one.
Daniel Boone once said, "Heaven must be a Kentucky kind of place." We think he must have been talking about Wolfe County. When some places button up for the winter, Wolfe County, Kentucky is putting out the welcome mat. Our miles of hiking trails greet you whether you're wearing running shoes or hiking boots. If you'd rather go vertical, our climbing options challenge visitors from all over the world, even ice climbing when the conditions are right. Without the lush canopy of summer, you can see for miles across our beautiful Appalachian hills to our natural arches, rivers, and lakes. Legend has it there's treasure buried in Wolfe County. We can't swear there's buried treasure, but we can promise when you visit Wolfe County, you'll discover our true treasures are the people who call this part of Kentucky home. Warmer, more welcoming folks you won't find anywhere else. You may arrive as our guest, but you'll leave as part of our family. There will always be a place for you at our table and tasty homemade food on your plate. Wolfe County has many gorgeous cabins, country inns, and Airbnbs waiting for you to rent. After a full day of adventure, you can sit by a relaxing fire or take a dip in a hot tub. Take a little bit of our unbridled spirit home with you. Our artisans have been featured at museums around the country, but they get their inspiration for their craft from right here at home. Come and see for yourself why Wolfe County, Kentucky is a little bit of home and a lot of adventure.
All right, folks, we're back here from the Coliseum. David, Kyle Abner, and myself here bringing you the action between the Bobcats, Betsy Layne and Breathitt County. Breathitt County, a 10-point victory here tonight. I tell you what, Betsy Layne trying to make it interesting there in the fourth quarter.
Betsy Layne, they didn't quit. So there's something to be said for that. They pressed the entire quarter, kept fighting. But, next week they got a big matchup. They got Floyd Central, first round of their district. Floyd Central, we've seen them play.
Yep.
Really talented team. So, it's win or go home. So they're trying to get all the reps they can. So you got to understand that too.
The leading scorers here tonight, Betsy Layne, Andrew Kidd with 30 points, and coming in behind him was Cameron Pente with 16. All other scores in single digits for Betsy Layne. For the Bobcats, you had Austin Sperry with 19, Hamilton with 23, Braxton Terry with 18. So it's kind of hard to deal with Breathitt County. We've talked about this before. When any of those three out of those starters scoring double figures, it's real hard to handle this Bobcat offensive team.
Yeah, when the wheels kind of goes around, you got more three plus and double figures. That's when Breathitt's playing their best basketball offensively. Defensively looks a little better tonight, I think, previous nights. So that's got to be a positive for Coach Honeycutt. They turned around tomorrow night, go on the road to Estill County. That's going to end their regular season after tomorrow night. So
Bobcats will travel down to Estill and take on Coach Hall's Engineers, and that'll be tomorrow night. We'll try to update you with some scores. That'll do it for us here tonight. For Tony Hounshell, David Kyle Abner, I'm Rob Hounshell. We'll see you next time on Bluegrass Sports Nation.